Today I want to talk a little bit about wind. No, not that thing that you apologise for at the breakfast table. But it's been almost a year since Qantas launched the inaugural flight from Perth to London in March 2018 using the Boeing 7879. A distance of 9,005 miles or 14,492 kilometres. Usually takes between 17.5 and 18.5 hours, but has been done in as little as 16.5. They could have done it faster at times, weren't for the fact that there's a curfew at Heathrow and they can't get in earlier. So why these discrepancies in flight times? Well, it's a long route and small variations make a big difference. Weather on routes such as thunderstorms, rerouting because of conflict, etc., can cause problems. But there is a bigger problem. The sun heats our Earth unequally, that we know. We have summer, the Northern Hemisphere's got winter. If you live in Adelaide, God help you. So, air rises in the heat, air moves in from areas to fill it. And that creates movement of air. You've heard of the polar jet stream, and there's the subtropical jet stream. These circle the Earth, usually west to east, but never in a straight line. So these are a few hundred kilometres wide and a few kilometres thick, but that's a massive amount of air to move. You can think of the energy involved. The polar jet streams are stronger. I thank Graham Hartree for that because he's experienced it. And these are found at 30,000 to 39,000 feet, commonly at the 60-degree latitude. Wind speeds can exceed 160 kilometres an hour, even as high as 400 kilometres an hour. You wouldn't want to be flying against that, would you? And these are the altitudes that commercial aircraft fly, so obviously it's of importance. And there's clear air turbulence to consider as well. American pilot Willie Post noted in 1933 that his ground speed often greatly exceeded his airspeed, and so he was the first one to be credited with that, bringing people's attention to the phenomenon. The world record jet stream speed was recorded on top of Mount Washington in the US, and that was 200 knots. Now, accurate forecasting of those jet streams in flight planning allows the companies to direct their aircraft away from conflicting air streams and towards the area where they get tailwinds. This Qantas A9 crosses 2 jet streams, not 1 but 2. So getting to your destination is quicker is great, but for the airlines they can save 5,400 kilo of fuel worth $5,000 an hour by doing so. Not to mention the crew wages. Graham Hartree said airlines have a different way of paying their crew. Some are paid by hours worked, so obviously they get there quicker, the crew gets less money. Others will pay by sector. Isn't that interesting?